It's our weekly NASCAR show for a chance to win $35,000. Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Jason Mattis with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. That's right, the boys this weekend are racing at Talladega, the Super Speedway, where literally anything can happen. You know, when you get these super speedways, there's going to be wrecks, and there's going to be some big ones, and lots of cars are going to be involved with them. Ryan Blaney won the race earlier this season back in Talladega. Should be a fascinating race. Don't forget, guys, we have a chance to win $35,000. $10,000 are up for grabs on the NBC Sports Predictor app. And then $25,000 are up for grabs over there on the Finish Line app. Remember, guys, when I give you the data, it only takes into account the last 7 races, which takes us back to 2017. But I do look at, the whole body of work, and obviously I look at momentum, playoffs, and everything like that. Let's start over on the Finish Line app. That's a chance to win $10,000. All you got to do is predict the best driver amongst Stage 1, Stage 2, Stage 3, and then give them out a top 3. So let's jump on into it. All right, so Stage 1, I'm going to go ahead and give the win here to Eric Almirola. He's the only driver amongst this group that ended better than he started earlier on in this season. His 11th starting position is worse amongst this group, but he has plenty of time to jump up ahead. And most exciting thing about Eric Almirola is since 2017, he has the best average finish at 4.71. He's got 1 win, 5 top 5s, 7 top 10s, so everything in the top 10s. So I really love that consistency. And his driver rating is 86.7. Next driver here in Stage 2, let's go ahead and give it to Denny Hamlin. Look, he finished 4th earlier this season, which was best amongst the drivers in this group. He was 3 top 5s, 4 top 10s, and a driver rating of 83.2. And his average finish of 11.1 is best amongst drivers in this group. Let's go ahead and give Stage 3 to Joey Logano. He's got 1 win. He's got 3 wins overall, though. He's got 4 top 5s, a driving rating of 107.8, which is easily best amongst this, and his average finish of 10.5. Round out our top 3. Let's go ahead and say Denny Hamlin's going to win the race. Let's give second place to Joey Logano. And let's give, rounding out the top 3, let's give it to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Look, he's got 1 win, 4 top 5s, 5 top 10s, an average finish of 10.1, which is 5th best, and a driver rating of 93.7. This is his only track where his driver rating is 90 above. And look, when you look up his career stats, the best average finish and driver rating is better than any other track he likes. This is a guy that absolutely loves the super speedways. In fact, he has 2 career wins in NASCAR. Both of them come on super speedways. So we'll go ahead and take Ricky Stenhouse Jr. to round out the top 3. All right, let's go ahead now and jump it over to the Finish Line app. You guys remember how that one is? That's one where they give you 6 groups. You got to pick the driver to finish best amongst that group, and then give them a winner and a second place. So Group 1, let's go ahead and give it to Denny Hamlin. Group 2, let's give it to Chase Elliott. He's got 1 win, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, a driver rating of 88.4, and he's also a driver in this group that's going to be fighting for a playoff spot as he's in the playoffs. Group 3, let's go with Alex Bowman in 5 races in that time period since 2017. He's got 1 top 5, 3 top 10s, a driver rating 88.1. And again, he's a driver that's going to be in the playoffs amongst these other guys. Group 4, let's go with Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And if I didn't sell you previously on Ricky Stenhouse Jr., notice he's in Group 4. We picked him to finish the best amongst Group 4. He's been in Group 6 a lot of times, sometimes in Group 5, but we all know Group 5, Group 6 is really the drivers who are really in the bottom of the league. The fact that he's in Group 4 is just another indicator of his success and how really good he is here at Talladega in the super speedways. Group 5, let's go with Ty Dillon. Look, his average finish of 13.29 and his driver rating of 75 is best amongst this group. And Group 6, same with Ryan Preece. If you remove Nemechek, because he's only ridden here 1 time, his average finish and rating is better amongst these other guys, so go ahead and give me Ryan Preece. For a winner, we know we're going Denny Hamlin. In second place, we're going to go ahead and go with Joey Logano. All right, guys, got a bonus for you. Mentioned it on last week's episode. We probably weren't going to make too many head-to-head bets because it is Talladega and you do get a lot of big wrecks and it's a little bit of unpredictability. But there was one head-to-head bet that they're offering that I just could not stay away from. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. over William Byron at minus 115. Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s average finish is 12 spots better than William Byron. His driver rating is 12 points higher than William Byron. And William Byron has 0 top 10s, where we know from previously I told you Ricky Stenhouse Jr. has 5 top 10s, and William Byron has 2 accidents in 5 races. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. only has 2 accidents in 14 races. And I repeat, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. loves him some super speedways. Go ahead and jump on Stenhouse Jr. over William Byron at minus 115. All right, guys, that's our real bet. And those are our picks for a chance to win $35,000 on Sunday's race at the Talladega Super Speedway. Should be a really fascinating one. Let's hope that our drivers that we picked just aren't involved in any of the big wrecks. And if they aren't, I think we got a really good chance to win some $35,000. All right, guys, I'm Jason Mattis, and I'll see you next week on our weekly NASCAR show. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.